Hey, how come I not play? Huh? I'm Bubba Ruski. I supposed to play all the games. You can't play all the games, Bob. All right? All right, well, let Spencer play. Spencer's not here. We've been over that. What do you mean? Where the hell is Spencer? Spencer's in the AHL. God damn it. All right, well, let the Lion guy, let him play. He's not here either. What? Son of a bitch. Who's going to play then? Stolarz. Who the hell is this guy? Huh? Stolarz, huh? What kind of nickname are we going to give him, huh? I don't know, like maybe vodka? Stoli vodka? Oh, vodka, huh? Okay, let the alcoholic play.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans, here we go. So look, here's the deal, all right? Today I wrote a chapter for the book. I did the podcast with Nick, put out a clip with that, put out a video on the football channel, and a separate video on the hockey channel. Then I just filmed the intro. So the least the Panthers could do is not lose to the only winless team left in the league, if you catch my drift. So we're finally going to get to see Stolarz tonight. I mean, we're playing the Sharks, right? And I hate to be the guy that says, well, you know, we should beat this team, should beat that team, but they haven't won a game yet, which kind of scares me, to be honest, because what happens, the guarantee, all winless teams, eventually, what do? They win a game. So we need to get that sucker early and often, just bury them, okay? I watched a little bit of the highlights of the last game they played. It's not good, okay? This should not be a problem, this game. So Sordiff got sent down. Then Lockwood was supposed to be in the lineup. I don't know if he is or he isn't, but they called up Samoskevich, and Maurice said there's some, quote, uncertainty in the lineup. That's the last thing we heard. So I'm not sure if he's playing, if Lockwood's playing. Don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. As far as I know, the defensive pairs are the same. Get in, get out, stay healthy. Sam Bennett he's still not at a full practice yet. And what's interesting is we were told he should be back by the end of the homestand. And now he might be back. It's a little bit of a change in the verbiage. You know how this works with Maurice, right? He's day to day, then he's week to week, then he's on IR, and then we trade the dude. That's usually how it works with Maurice. So all I really care about tonight is I want to see a good game from Stolarz, okay? Chucky, if you don't score by the end of the second period, I'm going to light an ass under your fire. Just get 2 points. So, if you don't come to the live streams, Kyle and I, we stream every game. What you missed in that first period was 13 minutes, and I'm not kidding, by the way. 13 minutes of Kyle bitching that he has to watch this disgusting display of hockey as opposed to what he really wants to watch, which is Game 7 of the of the NLCS. Oh, so the questions about the lineup turned out to be Barkov is sick. Now, somebody on the stream said they also said Lomberg and Chucky were not feeling well, but they're playing because somebody has to play. Now, this thing with Barkov and getting sick, I am just... On Twitter a couple of days ago, I talked about how with Bennett out, maybe we should move some things around, just throw some things together, right? not permanent, but just to do it. And I mentioned Stenlin that's at 3C, and I got absolutely cremated. And, well, the third line right now is Stenlin with Lomberg and Cousins. No, excuse me. Stenberg with Lomberg, Stenlin, Lomberg, and Blackwood, right? That's the kid. No, Lockwood. Lockwood is on the third line. Blackwood is the goalie for the Sharks. Lundell's at 1C. Samoskevich is on the fourth line after Maurice told us he's not going to play on the fourth line. And to be honest with you, it's nothing after one. But if one of you gave me $100 right now, in this moment, I would put the 100 on the Sharks to win this game. And it's not just because I got a little shark puppet here. Oh, what? It actually might be a puppet. We have to keep ourselves entertained. This is like it's got some sort of music box in here. Oh, I gotta get a battery. I don't even know what that does. I bet you it does the Jaws theme. Let's move on to the second period. This terrible game. All right, so 2-1 Panthers after 2. Got a little messy. It got a little messy there now. Sharks score the first goal. Thing is this is not anybody on the Panthers' fault. In the stream, Kyle has now twice fallen for somebody in the chat saying, first it was Bobrovsky had a shutout. Tonight, somebody in the chat said Stolarz had a shutout, and Kyle read it out loud, and about a minute later, Sharks score. So that's nobody's. I don't care what happened on the ice. That's Kyle's bad. Then the Panthers go ahead and get 2 for Hagee. And then Sam Reinhart, and I'm thankful for this. Sam Reinhart, everything that Matthew Tkachuk was doing last year around the front of the net with getting nasty and scoring goals, Sam Reinhart is doing it. So he's filling in for Tkachuk while Tkachuk is just clearly not himself. And I'm not even, somebody asked me on the stream if I was like not liking him. I love the guy. I'm not giving up on Tkachuk. My personal opinion is he feels he needs to be out there because Ekblad, Montour gone, especially Bennett gone. But the guy we're seeing on the ice right now, I think he probably should have missed the first month, 6 weeks of the season and gotten himself into better shape to play. He's looking a little bit better tonight, but he just can't put it in the back of the net. So maybe when he finally gets one and Bennett comes back, maybe we'll see him be a little bit more like himself. But he's more active tonight, so that's a good sign. Defense is playing well. Stolarz, I can't praise the goalie in the middle of the game, but we're good there. The team, look, the Sharks are not a good team. We are depleted beyond, I mean, come on. The third line, and many times last year, right? How many times last year when we were struggling did we see Eric Stahl come up and be one of the, and lead one of the better lines? The same thing is happening now with Stenlin. Every line he's on is active, and they look good. And they keep possession. They keep things moving. So I think we're going to win this game. We can deal with the part where Barkov is always sick, and is Bennett ever going to come back? We can deal with that. We got a few days off, right? We don't play Thursday, so we don't we don't play again until Saturday. Main thing here is stay healthy, finish us off, and get 2. All right. 2 points. Not gonna get overly. We're not yelling and screaming here. It's the Sharks. It's 2 points. It was mandatory. Okay, it was absolutely mandatory. You look at the standings. Boston sitting there with 10. The Red Wings sitting there with 10. We're sitting there with 4. You can't go into Boston next week, 10 points out. Okay, you gotta bank points, and the Sharks were an opportunity to do that, and we did that. My apologies again for Kyle saying Stolarz has a shutout. Otherwise, if he wouldn't have said that, we only got the 1 goal. So you see what I'm saying. So what did we see? Again with the defense looking better, right? Okay, Mikula, love him, top pair, happy with that. Kulikov played a good game tonight. Okay, he came. There was one particular sequence, I believe it was in the first period, where the Stars entered the zone, and I said, uh oh. It really looked like a good shot was getting ready to get taken, and Kulikov came from behind and stole the puck. Got a little ticky-tacky there with the penalties. The Panthers had a 5-on-3, and then Verhaeghe was immediately called for a non-existent hooking call. There was just literally nothing there at all, and they called it. But we ended up winning the game. Empty netter at the end. Kachuk could have taken it, passed it to Stenlin. This is what I'll say about Kachuk, because I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest with you. I talked about it all summer long. He don't look right. That said, he looks better. But what I said here at the end of the stream is that it looks like he's becoming more comfortable doing the things that he can do as opposed to the things he was doing last season. You can watch it in front of the net when he goes to score, and I think this is a part of the reason why he hasn't scored. Like a lot of times, his move would be to come out from the front of the net and do like a wraparound type of thing, or, really quick movements with his shoulders. And you see now the puck is going through the crease or going into the goalie instead of going towards. He just can't move that shoulder. He's not moving his shoulders right. But every day, I believe, every game, he's looking a little bit better in terms of his functionality on the ice and his energy level. His energy level was good tonight. So I believe that as long as he can stay healthy, maybe energy comes back a little bit when Bennett comes back. I believe at some point, maybe not till game 30 or 40, it might take a half a season, but I do believe at some point we'll see last year's Kachuk again. But right now, everybody on the planet can see he's not completely right, but he's making it work. He had the amazing pass to Reinhart, okay, which ended up kind of being the game-winning goal, even though the empty netter. So that would have been the game-winning goal. So he's looking better, okay. So we'll just leave it at that. Couple of the other things, I know Lundell hasn't scored. I think Luosterainen did get one assist. Lundell is up there on the top line. Kid goes from, being on the third line with who knows who to now, Barkov's off and he leapfrogs everybody. He goes up to the top line. He held his own tonight. I know he didn't score, but we're not scoring a lot of goals. Nobody except for Reinhart is scoring a lot of goals, which, by the way, Sam Reinhart has 7 goals in 6 games, and the San Jose Sharks have 8 goals in 6 games. So right now, we all knew, all summer we all knew that we were going to have to fight and scratch and claw our way to points while our guys were out. And that was before we knew we were going to be without Bennett, and now Barkov is hurt. So I'm less concerned with how it looks right now. I'm more concerned with on the nights when it's kind of iffy that we still get some points, even if it's just 1 point. Because those 1 point at a time, those points that we get when it doesn't look so good, that's going to be the difference between being near the playoffs or not when our guys come back. We cannot get hung up right now on how it looks because injuries, illness, inconsistencies, because it's all new pairs and all new lines. It's just not going to look pretty at all at almost all times. So I'm not. I said this on the podcast way long time ago, early this season, in the summer. It's going to be 2 seasons. Okay, it's going to be 2 seasons. It's going to be the season before Ekblad and Montour come back, and then the season after that. And everything that happens now between those guys being gone and the remaking of the lines, and one day you got Semeskovich, then you got Sordiff, then you got Semeskovich. Lockwood played tonight, right? So you've just got so many new moving parts and everything. At some point, we are going to have Barkov with Rodriguez and Reinhardt and Bennett with Kachuk and Verhage and Lundell with Luosterainen and either Samaskevich or Sordev, and that's going to be good, okay? That's going to be good. At some point, when we are whole, then we can watch them all on the ice and expect anything close to what we saw last year. But right now, I'm not going to sit here and get hung up on how it looks. You get 2 points, you get 2 points. That's it. That's all there is to it. Stolarz look good, huh? So how do you like that? I said to Stu. Stu asked me what I thought. I said, Knight's doing good, but as long as Stolarz can play like this, to be honest with you, let Knight play the whole year in the AHL. Number one, saves us $1 million in cap, which we are going to need when everybody comes back, okay? And number two, let Knight prove to the organization and to himself that he can play a whole year as the number one, play well, have that experience, okay? Because you could bring him up here, and what's he going to do? He's going to sit half of the games at best. There's no sense in doing that. Stolarz is clearly more than a capable backup. He looked really good tonight. And we get 2 points, and now we've got a few days off. Hopefully Barkov can come back. Maybe even Bennett can come back. He was supposed to maybe they were thinking about possibly considering the idea that he might think about maybe coming back. So we'll see how that goes. You know how Maurice is. Other than that, Sharks are still winless. They got 1 point in 6 games, right? Jeez, it's not good. Is it 6 or 7? However many games they played, they got 1 point. So poor Nick from Twisted Wrister. And Duke didn't really have a whole lot. Duke didn't look at... Was I the only one that noticed that? I didn't see the presentation that they did with Duclair, but after they did the video presentation, they showed Duclair, and he kind of had a look on his face like, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? It kind of was the look that he had on his face, like, not to the players, but just like, it kind of looked like he was upset / hurt that he had been kind of discarded by the team. Maybe that's my imagination. I'm wondering if somebody else saw that. Either way. All right, Panthers get the 2 big points. Now tomorrow, the review with Stu will happen at some point. It won't be live for the members, Patreon supporters, like it normally is, because he is in Vegas to see you too. So we're not sure when / if / how it's going to work out. So at some point tomorrow, you will see the review posted like normal. Other than that, podcast will be out. Remember, the podcast is for members, Patreon supporters. Links are in the description. $3 a month. It is free on Spotify right now until I can get that channel monetized. That's going to take 2 weeks to a month, however long it's going to be free over there. I post that link to the community board is where I've been posting that link. So if you've ever been interested in watching the podcast but you don't have the membership, now you can listen to the podcast for free for a certain length of time until such as time is when that will be $3 a month as well. So appreciate all the support. Everybody, we had a great time on the stream tonight. Tons of super chats. Boy, did that help my mental health. I can't even lie. Like I could sit here and pretend it doesn't, but I'll be straight with you. That was a big boost. I needed that tonight. So genuinely, from the heart, appreciated. All right, we get 2, and I'll see you again tomorrow.